1 2 microphone check. 1 2 1 2 microphone check. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, huh? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, huh? Your boy Heaven Hollywood, we back. It's the Heaven Hollywood experience. Got a few things to talk about. Nicki Minaj at the White House. Cardi B and Latto both down at the Essence Fest on stage, doing each other's diss songs. Marcellus Wiley being pointed at as abusive, was arrested once again. This time domestic violence. Remember he had the sexual assault cases back in college. Now his wife is even saying that he's threatening to unalive her. We got that, and then we got Dream Doll Bree. What's up, Kenji? How you doing? Remember, y'all, $ Heaven Hollywood. If y'all want to support what I do and support the channel, no longer monetized on YouTube, so I can use everyone's support. So we're going to talk about that, man. Nicki Minaj at the White House. Cardi B and Latto both on stage. That's a fest. Also, we're going to talk about the Aaliyah tribute that everybody seems to be talking about with Maya, Chloe Bailey, Normani, Ryan Destiny. I mean, it was put together by Missy Elliott. And this whole Dream Doll Breed situation where people just have absolutely no proof, they have absolutely no empathy. It's just crazy what we're seeing in this young, she's a baby, 21 years old. That's a baby. And the stuff that y'all are putting in this baby's comment section is, man, I'm telling you, boy, black people, man, we are cooked. We are cooked, man. Y'all protect them other people more than you protect your own people. They be, oh, rest in peace. You're saying all these things. Saying all these things, man. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Did you just call? Oh, I'm saying what you need. All right, yeah, I'm just back in the line. All right, y'all, let's get into some things, man. I'm about to share my screen so we can get into it. Once again, your boy Heaven Hollywood Experience. So we're going to check out everybody was talking about. I'm doing okay. You sound disappointed. Yeah. I'm a little disappointed, Kenji, that, you know, YouTube didn't allow me to come back on. And they refused to tell me why they demonetized me in the first place. What's up? And I'm not having really been getting the support from my people. So, you know, a couple of people here and there throw me $5 or whatever. But if I can get everybody to support with $5, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I have 22,000 on YouTube. I don't expect 22,000 people to still be tuned in. But, you know, a third of those people, a third of 20,000 is 5,000. I mean, I think I work hard to give people information that a lot of people can't give them. So, when a brother needs a little support because YouTube is playing games, you know, that's a little disappointing that my people don't support me more than what they do. But we're going to tap in to Marcellus Wiley. Hold on. Tap into Marcellus Wiley. And then this whole Dame Dad situation, and we got people demanding we got people demanding Jay-Z to give up his wife. I mean, it's just so Jay-Z got this whole world spiraling. He got DJ Academic spiraling. He got Dame Dash spiraling. He got Oshino spiraling. He got unspiraling. Now Charlie Baltimore, because remember Dame Dash came out and said that Un was fighting with Jay-Z over Charlie Baltimore. Now we also heard that from Cameron a while ago, but Charlie Baltimore has always said that Jay-Z didn't stab Un over her. But when they talked to Un, he said, oh, over bootlegging, over money, over women, over. So he included that women had something to do with the reason why he was stabbed, a reason why him and Jay was in it. Now, Cameron said a long time ago, now here comes Dame Dash. He's going to try to make it seem as though like it's something, the worst thing possible. You know what I mean? So, Uncle Kenji, maybe you can send me a photo. Maybe that'll make me smile. But, you don't even like doing that. Like, I don't take no pictures. I just made a profile just DM you. So we're gonna get into all that stuff, man. Like I said, man, it's Heaven Hollywood, $ Heaven Hollywood. If you want to send me a cash app, I definitely would appreciate it. Let's start off now. There's a lot of things also that is coming out about this Dream Doll Breed situation. So we're gonna go to the original. We're gonna go to the original post. Okay. The original post with Dream Doll Breed. Because there's now been some updates on social media. Read last girl. So we're gonna tap in to the story. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of this, all right? We're gonna try to get to the bottom of this. So let's see here. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. That's me. James is my middle name. Heaven James Clark, Kenji. So here we go. Oh, it's Stop Telling Your Business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. You're just so cute. Like, your pictures are so cute. I don't know why you ain't got more. All right, so let's see. So TMZ had the story, right? Influencer Dream Doll Breed dead at 21 after shooting. Now, this is posted 7 a.m. This was in the wee early mornings, okay? This is a baby, y'all. This is a baby. I just want y'all to keep that in mind. This is a child. Not a child. It's not a child, but this is a baby. 21 years old. All right? So just to the fact that this is a 21-year-old baby whose life hasn't even started yet. Another Bree shot dead in her home July 4th. What? What is this? Kill Bree month? You gotta send me that. You have to send me that project. So it says influencer Dream Doll Bree, real name Breonna Johnson, has died after being shot as she was leaving a party in Florida. TMZ has learned. Crazy people in Florida. Police say the victims were driving a fluorescent green Lamborghini SUV around 5:30 a.m. Sunday when shots rang out. According to the Miramar Police Department, the SUV traveled about a block before crashing. Cops say the vehicle reached the intersection. A white sedan pulled alongside the driver's side and opened fire, striking 3 occupants. So they pulled her. They were aiming at her. If she was the driver, they were aiming at her. Police rushed to the scene after receiving a shot spotter alert and found the Lamborghini had hit stop sign. All 3 people inside were rushed to nearby hospitals in critical condition. Police later confirmed the female victim, Breonna, died from her injuries. Miramar Police Chief Delrich Moss said detectives are still trying to determine whether the Lamborghini was followed into the neighborhood by the shooter. Certainly they targeted this particular car for some reason, said Moss. We're trying to figure out why. Adding, investigators currently have only limited information about the suspect. It seems like they have some profile of the shooter, but they haven't been able to ID him or her. Breonna had built a large following on social media, where she was best known for her viral track, Bend Over, which became a popular TikTok sound. I've never heard of it. She had more than 370 followers on TikTok and another 85,000 on Instagram. She was 21. Wow. Rest in peace. 21 years of age. Oh my God. Project said It Girl Bree shot dead with her boyfriend while they were asleep. What? Man broke into their home while they were asleep, 5:30 a.m. Seems like somebody was targeted. The man broke into their home, but when he's home, so I don't know, maybe that may have been some random ish. But if he broke in with the man was there, and both of them got killed, so that definitely wasn't a setup. If they killed them both, that seems like some random thing, or maybe an ex-boyfriend, a jealous ex-boyfriend. We'll have to follow that story, okay? So people have started trying to piece together things about this situation. Now, that was 12 hours ago. So now 4 hours ago, influencer Dream Doll Bree, this was her last Instagram story. So we're going to take a look at it and see if we can get some sort of idea of what happened. So Dream Doll Bree, hold on. Oh, no. This is her. This is her last Instagram live. Look, they're at a gas station. What's going on here? They're out somewhere and it looks like everybody's throwing it up. Who's this little kid with all the money? Look, wow. It says Dream Doll Bree, right? Real name Breonna Johnson posted just hours before her death on Monday after being shot while leaving a party in Florida. Check out the video. It looks like the 21-year-old influencer was at a get-together in a parking lot with a bunch of people who looked about her same age. A bunch of cars were gathered at the spot, one of them bouncing with someone throwing money at the window. There's a second panel to Brianna's final Instagram story post, with her sitting inside a white car with a lavish interior and a caption that reads, "I've been had her check my MySpace. Back then, I've been turned up." The post came just hours before police responded to a ShotSpotter alert where Brianna had been shot, reportedly while in fluorescent green Lamborghini SUV that was sound crashed against a stop sign with the two other people inside it. Miami Chief Delroy Police said police are still trying to prevent the Lambo was singled out by a shooter, and if that was the case, indeed the case, cops seem to have a profile of the shooter, but have yet to ID the individuals. The investigation remains ongoing. This is sad, man. This is sad. Like we still out here killing our own, killing our babies, man. Killing our babies. Now, I was looking on I believe it's Twitter, right? Now, there were some people talking about a fight. Now, I don't know what this is. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. This is crazy. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. They said has died after being shot. Now, from Lashy Bills. So hold on here.
That video,
yeah, you know
he
let that shit out. You know what they hit him with, King?
They let that bitch off.
People don't even seem to be that. Oh, you know what they hit him with? Man, that was 2 shots. 4 shots. Oh my God. How many shots did they bring off?
Flashback.
Now they saying this is a flashback. Now look at this. Saxophone's getting louder as I'm seeing the influencer Bree passed and going back to see a video I recorded of people fighting at a gas station and realizing this was her. But when was this? This looks like the gas. Is this the gas station they were just at that party?
And they just standing right there.
Yeah, that looks like. This looks like the same place. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That was a video of a fight that broke out at the Shell gas station, and Bree was in that fight. You see, now this is probably what happened, Diana. So if this is the same gas station where they were throwing up all that money, because it looks like the same type of people, they said people her age. This looks like the same place. So some sort of fight broke out. Okay. I just heard about an 18-year-old black boy dying on an island. Yes. We got to look into that as well, Kenji. I think I'm going to just start a whole new channel and just, what's happening to our black people or something along them lines. It's going to be something totally different. You know what I mean? Where I'm just looking up all of the crimes on black people. She was swinging a girl's wig around laughing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's see. Diana said she was swinging a girl's wig around laughing. Hold on a second. Now. We might be having, finding out a reason why all this took place. Let's wait 1 second here. All right. Let's look.
Do I have to? Now, the hairstylist, the girl that they blaming that set Bree up, she just, that's for another day. She was in the car. Now, let me clear that. Thank you for asking me. The hairstylist that everybody trying to blame right now, she's saying who did what. I don't know why. She's tagging niggas. I'm tired of y'all this black community. Bree just died for nothing. Two want to go fight at the gas station. 2 girls fought at the gas station. It caused what happened. That's exactly what happened. I'm still shocked how Bree was just at a matching party dancing.
Bree looks a little bit like Angel Reese.
Living her life. She recorded her #1 song with Jay. They go to a gas station. 2 want to fight. 2 caused this because they want to fight about.
See, there it is. About sausage. About sausage. Kenji, I definitely want to do that. Man. I once started trying before about these things on women, man. Life gone. She's one of these, and this is what I mean about this young generation. This young generation, y'all be thinking I'm like the old get off my lawn type. You don't see stuff like this with Gen X people, man. We born to say, we was happy to be living life. These kids these days have no remorse, have no regard for their life or someone else's life. They'll take somebody out and they take themselves out just as quick as boom. They don't care about their age. They don't care how young they are. They haven't even lived life. You see guys every day, young black men that are getting shut down by their girlfriends, or their girlfriends are breaking up with them. These dudes are 22, 23 years old, going and putting a gun to the girl, killing the girl, and killing themselves. Like, you 22 years old. You 22 years old. You going to throw your life away at 22 and not even care about living the rest of your life? The shit is insane. It's insane, and it's only starting to get. It's only getting worse. The younger the people get that's out here, and I'm telling you, man, this influencer money is bad. It's bad because what it's doing is it's making young millionaires. This girl was a millionaire. If she's got 200 or 300, you only need about 50K. You only need about 50K followers, and you don't even gotta need 50K. You can, if you monetize your money right, and you got a stable audience. If you got 20,000 followers and 10,000 of them is paying you $10 a month, just think about that. If you got 10,000 followers and all of them are paying you $10 a month, that's $100,000 a month. You're going to be a millionaire in 10 months. You know what I'm saying? So this influencer stuff, The only thing they value is money and throwing money. And you see them throwing all this money in there? Shit. You think I'd be throwing my money up in there like that? Nah. Nah. They don't value anything. They don't value their life. They don't value the next person's life. It's like they just like, I just live and whenever I go. Like they have no regards for their life or anyone else's life. Mostly every time that you see these young people, a boyfriend kills girlfriend or whatever, most of the time they from the Gen Z generation. These last few not serial killers, but they got mass shooters. They've been from the Gen Z generation. Most of them from the Gen Z generation, because a lot of them think as though, we're in the mental health era. So the only thing I got to do is blame it on mental health. They see all these people getting away with murder. They're murdering people, and then they're going to the crazy house, the silly house for 3 years, and they're walking out of there. And they were never silly from the beginning. They just emotional, snapped, figures, I'm going to take this person out, and then I'm going to start talking about mental health. I have mental health issues. I got, a mental illness, and a whole time they just playing. And they're like, they go spend 3 years in the hospital. They're cured. They start acting right so they can get out. And meanwhile, they're not cured at all. And then a lot of these women that are out here, a lot of these young girls that are out here that aren't about that, that's why they're dating older men. And they're on social media getting shamed and guilted into dating a nigga they don't want to date. They look and see what these young dudes are about. And I'm not going to say all of them, but the majority of them, especially the ones that are into like that streaming life, where it's easy money, where it's fast money, streaming. And everybody's a damn streamer. Everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's streaming. Everybody's an influencer. So they don't value things like school, education, respect, because they're looking at teachers that are making $50,000 a year, and they're making $50,000 a week on the internet, and they're saying, why should I listen to you? I'm making way more money than you're making. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're working a 9-to-5 job, and you're making $50,000 a year. What can you tell me? I make $50,000 a week. And that's the reason why they feel as though they don't need school. All these people like Kai Cenat, those people, I'm sorry, they are not good for the youth. They're not. Because I don't see any of them out there talking about we need Black history. We need to keep Black history in the school. Most of them don't know shit about Black history. They can't tell you about 5 Black leaders. They can't tell you about 5 Black leaders. Like what I learned in school, when I was coming up in school, I know who Frederick Douglass is. I know who Ralph Bunchy is. Right, exactly, Kenji. Exactly. They know how to play the system. They know how to play the system. They know that all they gotta do is tell the doctor what they want to hear, and they'll let them out. That's it. The doctors say, "Oh yeah, they're healed. They're healed." These people out here can't tell you. These Black folks can't tell you who Ralph Bunche is. They can't tell you who Frederick Douglass is. They can't tell you who Harriet Tubman is. They'll like, "Oh yeah, I know Harriet Tubman," but they won't tell you anything more about it except, "Oh, didn't she build Underground Railroad?" Yeah, but tell me some more. Like, tell me some context of her. They're trying to erase all these people out of Black history. And all of these streamers, they don't give a damn. They're all, they're all supporting Trump because all they care about is their tax bracket. So they don't care that the president is trying to take Black history out of schools. They don't give a damn. They're millionaires already. The internet has allowed people with no education, don't have to go to school, they've allowed them to become millionaires. So if they've already made their millions, what do people go to school and get education for? So they can get a good job, so they can do what? Make a good living, have a family, this, that, and the third. Have a house, have kids, have a family, live the American dream. If these kids are, millionaires by the time they're 17 years old, what the hell they gonna feel so they gotta go to school for? They're living their life through social media. Their parents are not really caring. Their parents are just let social media raise them. And this is what happens because these girls are out here, and all they see on social media is girls getting BBLs, girls getting money, girls getting flown out, girls getting money from niggas. Like that's all these girls are seeing. BBLs and lace fronts. That's all they care about. So this girl said these girls are fighting over a dude. Over a dude.
There's no way a nigga just threw a matcha party. Bree homeboys, the niggas that her cousins, that Bree cousins just invested and threw $100,000 in her matcha party for her music video. And y'all coming to a party. Nick, that's $100,000 on the floor. And y'all fighting about good vibes, good energy. It's still on Bree page. If y'all think I'm lying, go watch Bree page. I looked at Bree's story. I'm shocked. 100,000, big chains, good vibes, liquor. And two, want to fight about. Y'all just went to this girl party. Y'all just went to Bree party and get into a fight and cause this girl to pass away for no reason. And want to call niggas because y'all hoes got beat up. When you fight, what you think happened? Everybody can't win. So if you fighting, it's barely a tie. Now, clearly the girl got beat up and called peoples. Two just got into a fight. And it caused somebody to cause a drive-by. Shooting that happened. This wasn't nobody died about no ops. Ain't nothing with ops. No trick. No tuition in this. No madam. First thing, Bree died because of ops. No, she didn't. She was in the car with her two cousins. It was her two cousins that sponsored her event, and they all went to the gas station to go get gas. It's on her story.
Wow. So according to this girl, and shout out to her, I'm trying to get her name. I can't really see her name. Hold on. I can't really see her name, but shout out to her. She basically was telling the story about the girl Bree, man, who was out there. They said she had some hit record called Bend Over, some iPad Kids. Okay. So shout out to her. She was pretty much telling the story. Prayers up in Chicago. What's up, Couture, man? Man, this is insane. Like I said, man, they out here living this life, and these girls is getting money early, and it's always whenever you see. Now the young dudes are different. Like the older niggas, like dudes my age, if they're fighting over something, it's either some like did something to their kids, right? Disrespect their kids, or felt as though they put their life in danger, whatever. We don't fight. Niggas my age don't fight over bitches. We don't fight over women. You know what I mean? Like, dudes from Gen X, like, we don't fight over women. Like, that's my generation. You would never see fights over women. It was either be fight over money or some sort of disrespect. It was never a fight over a chick. I don't come from that generation. But these dudes nowadays, you know what I mean? These emotional ass young dudes that social media want to try to guilt these girls into dating. These girls be trying to date the unks because they see what most of these young dudes are about. But then on social media, they try to, pedo. He's a pedo. Why are you trying to go with him? He's and then they feel as though they gotta date somebody young or else they'll get shamed on social media. All right, thank you, Diana. Do you know what I mean? So these dudes over the last 10 years, these dudes that's been created, they've shown that they have no care for their own life. They have no respect for women. And you see dudes are beating up girls now. Every single day you go on social media, you see dudes fighting girls. It used to be a thing where it's like you don't hit girls. You don't hit girls. These dudes, this generation, they don't care. They will fight a girl like they're a nigga. They'll fight. They'll be punching on a girl the same way how they fight a dude. My generation was like, nah, we don't hit girls. You know what I mean? But these dudes in this generation, they don't give a damn about whether you a girl or not. Like I said, man, I'm gonna work on this channel now where all of these black deaths, man. Who's raising them? Millennials. Millennials, Kenji. Millennials, that's the problem. You see, my daughter I'm not a millennial. So my daughter is not raised like a normal Gen Alpha, because these Gen Alphas are being raised either by young Gen Zs who had babies and young Gen Zs who have babies, or millennials. And the millennials are not raising them the way they were raised, because millennials are raised by Gen X. So they're not raising them the way they was raised, because when millennials were coming up, most millennials were born when they first started, when they started saying, oh, parents can't hit their kids and this, that, and the third. Parents can't hit their kids, this, that, and the third, right? I mean, yeah. So I came up, we got spanked. You do wrong, you got a spanking. I mean, you got a beating, not a spanking. A spanking is with your hand. Whack, 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 whack. Go sit down. No, we got beatings. Oh, you think you're funny? Oh, you want to be disrespectful? We got beatings. Talk to your mother crazy, suck your teeth. Look, let me tell you something. We couldn't even, my sister sucked her teeth at my mother one time. My mother tried to slap her teeth out of her mouth. She said, "What? Did you suck your teeth at me?" My mother, God bless her dead, my sister sucked her teeth at my mother, and my mother slapped the shit out of my sister. She was like, "Don't you ever suck your teeth at me again." These kids, no respect. No respect. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of these young girls try to date older guys. Everybody, groomed. These girls, these girls these days, these young girls, a lot of them are mature. The white boy on the plane yelled at his dad because his dad was trying to show him their flight. Yeah. A lot of these girls in their 20s, they're making their own money. Most of them are mature. They're not being groomed by older men. They're not being groomed. Most of them are like, most of them have the ability to play an older dude if they really wanted to. You know what I mean? These girls are not dumb. Most of them date older men because they're ready to settle down. They want to be into a real relationship. Like they want a dude to treat them with respect. And these young dudes aren't doing that. You see all these streamers, whatever. Most of the time, these niggas is around a bunch of niggas. They don't even really got chicks around them. Look at like and shout out to him. He's doing his thing. Look at like Kai Sanat and all them dudes. Every time these dudes are streaming, they streaming around a bunch of dudes. Taking showers with dudes, sleeping in the same bed. I'm like, what? What are y'all doing? Just a big old sausage party. Ain't no broccoli nowhere. Like, damn, ain't no tacos in here. All y'all got in here is sausage. Y'all ain't serving tacos, broccoli, nothing. You just serving sausage and glizzies. Man. Taking showers with each other, hanging, walking around with half naked. Like, what the hell's going on up in here? Zesty as can be. The comments, before we get on to Marcellus Wiley, the comments, man. Comments are nasty, man. Stop being in the mix. And you got to keep your head on a swivel. Y'all too nonchalant playing in these streets. Right? Black culture is gross. No other race has these kind of problems. That's a lie. Killing each other for no reason. Low impulse control. July 5th incident involved a targeted drive-by. Occupants of a white BMW that followed and fired multiple rounds, causing the SUV to crash into a home. 2 male passengers were injured, but survived. So that girl was correct. She was traveling with her cousin. They said through the event. The girl, I guess, who got into the fight, they went and called men. See what I'm saying? I'm going to assume they got into a fight with other girls. Girls were fighting. The girl said they were fighting over banana. And then because she got beat up, she called her cousins, and then they came shooting. Now, was this girl, why would, if she was in the car with 2 males and these girls were fighting, why did they go shooting at Bree? Was Bree one of the girls fighting? Does anybody know that? According to this girl, Bree wasn't fighting. So if two girls were fighting, why did they go shooting at Bree? Bitch will tell lie and dumb N-words will go slide without even knowing the context. Here's the guy, Xavier Wells. We'll get into him too. This is crazy. Crazy. Anybody over on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, have y'all heard why they were shooting at this girl if she wasn't the one in the fight? We go again. Rain cam footage shows the driver by shooting that killed Dream Doll Bree, a social media influencer from Miami.
From that video,
Yeah, you know
He
they
let that
hit
shit
him.
out.
You know what they hit him with, gang?
they let that bitch off.
So we're gonna find out more information. There it is again. Influencer gunned down as she was driving on a lime green Lamborghini in South Florida. Let's check this out right here. Hold on. Before we go on to Marcellus Wiley, y'all make sure y'all like the stream, share it to at least one person. We're talking about Dream Doll Bree, 21 years old. 21 years old. A baby. A young black princess. This is, wow. You know, it really, at this point, what can you really say? You know, we tired of, sleep in peace. We got to do better. It's time to change. What y'all say? We got to do better. When are we gonna do better? When are we gonna do better? We're supposed to have been doing better 15 years ago. We gotta do better. Same old trouble. Crabs in a barrel. It's insane, man. 21. I'll say it again. A baby. I got two daughters older than her. This is insane,
Take a look here. You see what appears to be a green Lamborghini pulling up to the stop sign. That's when a white car comes around and then quickly drives off. That's when the Lamborghini starts to drift and you can see it slowly crash into the home. But just a few hours ago, Miramar police confirmed 21-year-old Brianna Johnson died and 2 men were taken to the hospital after being shot. We're told they were taken in critical condition, but right now no word on their condition at this hour. We've asked police and we are waiting to hear back. Now, investigators say 3 people driving in a green Lamborghini near the 2700 block of Sunshine Boulevard around 5:30 in the morning Sunday were followed by another car and shot at. Neighbors say they thought the barrage of gunfire was fireworks. Take a listen.
That is a little like nerve-wracking for no reason, really. There's no reason for that type of behavior on 4th of July when we're all trying to come together for something as big as 250 years of freedom. So why do stuff like that?
So this hour, police say this investigation is still active. No word on any arrests, though they are still looking for that white BMW.
Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Absolutely insane. Said her song was taken off. I had never heard the song, but they said her song was taken off on TikTok.
I get up in the function, all the niggas saying hola. Pussy in his face, he say I taste like Coca-Cola. Iced out AP with a big ass dick. Ballers to the front, I need a big ass trick.
Okay, all right. One of them songs. Oh, man, oh man, oh man. Then here you got people blaming her. The wig in the song tells me everything I need to know about that Bree situation. There's really nothing to see here. We all know exactly what happened. No, tell me. Tell us. This is her last TikTok.
I'm gonna take all the dick. I'm gonna take the bend over, take all the dick.
So look, y'all, mansion, big mansion, bitch. I'm a fucking B. Big mansion. Big mansion. Y'all hoes gonna vibe, bitch. Big mansion. Y'all hoes ain't dumped up in the motherfucking mansion, bitch.
This is, I'm gonna assume this is her house. You see what I say about how these junkies are living? She's 21 years old and she said big mansion. So this is her house. Now in Florida, you know those houses, you know, a lot of people getting them houses cheap. The mansions in Florida, an influencer can cop one of them. So she's on social media doing this, calling these girls, bro. Oh, I'm taking all the D, big mansion. That still don't give them no right to take her life. You didn't give her life. You ain't got no right taking her life.
Y'all hoes ain't in a motherfucking mansion, bitch. Big motherfucking mansion, hoe. Don't let me do a house tour. Bitch, let me show y'all the outside. Cause bitch, what happened? Bitch, big mansion, babes. Look at my view. Big motherfucking mansion, hoe. Yeah. Y'all on the side of me, bitch. What happened? Bitch. Look at my view, bitch. What happened? Big mansion, hoe. Bitch. And this ain't the house for the motherfucking house, bitch. Big ass mansion on you hoes. Big ass mansion on you pussy ass hoes. Bitch. What happened? Big ass mansion on you bitches. Big ass mansion on you hoes. Bitch, what happened? The fuck, bitch?
Wow. So that's her last TikTok. Well, people gonna say, well, what happened to you? So I didn't see her swinging the wig. Diana, I only laughed. I didn't see her swinging that wig around. You know, I really couldn't tell what was going on. Is there like a full version of that fight? If so, Diana, if you got a full link. Just put it in here and I'll look it up. But you see, girls these days, that's enough for somebody to get jealous and retaliate. She obviously was aiming that at, maybe she had some girls who were some ops. She talking to somebody on IG. Sis, I'm on StreamYard. I'm on StreamYard on the computer. Sis, how am I supposed to get that? Let me see. Right. It's about some. You sent it to me on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not on Instagram. I'm on StreamYard right now. How am I supposed to get a DM from Instagram? Hold on a second. I might be able to get it. Hold on. Bitch, what happened? Bitch, what happened? Bitch. Okay, I think this is it. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. Copy link. All right, so hold on. This might be it. All right, I think I got it, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay, I think I got it. Y'all can still hear me? All right, so thank you for that, Diana. Put a one in the chat if y'all can still hear me. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to the receipts. So, Diana, what you sent me was like some girl talking about it, right? Is that what you sent me? Is that the right video? So, Diana, is that the right video? Okay. Hold on. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Was either it's one of two things. They was following the wrong car, or they felt like, Bree, you feeling so high and mighty, you just left this mansion party, you doing your big one, you had a trending song, and you trying to play with my friend? Oh, okay, let me show you something. Turn the comments off. Why I'm turning y'all keep telling me right here. Look at Bree right here. Bree got the girl. This the girl that just got beat up.
This is Bree with the wig in her hand. This the girl. Bree got the wig in her hand.
It's like a disrespect.
It was, and they knew the girl that was fighting. So that happened. So Bree was. I ain't gonna lie. People were just always with a camera in Bree face. Like, why was that even recorded? I guess they was on live or whatever. They recording Bree just like, yeah, girl, you got beat up. Mind you, she had nothing to do with the fight itself. But you know, people be feeling some type of way. Y'all can't be. Don't be biased on the live. I ain't gonna lie. It's not nothing to kill nobody over. Show it again. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the car. Her car getting bought up by the person in the green Lamborghini. I'm gonna show y'all the green car that was at the gas station. The disrespect was either it's one or two. It's one or two things. They was following the wrong car.
So was that it, or was there more to it? I think that's it. So she was swinging the wig, as you did see it. Thank you, Diana, for showing that. She's swinging the wig of the girl who got beat up. So I guess because Bree was swinging the wig, and Bree's she's the big dog over there, right? She's the one with all the money. Wow. We got to go on TikTok. I know people are talking about it on TikTok. Wow. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Nana. They probably said, "Oh, you out here? You think it's funny, ho?" And plus, you know, they probably already didn't like her, right? They probably already didn't like her. She talking about some big mansion, ho. What happened? Big mansion, ho. So people already tight at her. Wow. All right. Let's move on to your boy, Marcellus Wiley. Let me see something here. $13 to go. So let's go to the initial report. Here's the initial report. We got Marcellus Wiley, former NFL star Marcellus Wiley, allegedly poked, threatened to kill Real Housewives of what? What's BH? Black holes? Let me stop. I don't want the black women to get mad at me. I'm just joking around. Real Housewives of Black holes. So now this isn't why he was arrested. I don't think this is why he was arrested. Former NFL Marcellus Wiley allegedly poked, threatened to kill alumni wife. Now, I don't think this is why he was arrested. Marcellus addresses the allegations on Monday, writing, "I'm deeply grateful for those love and prayers and concerns for me and my itty bitties. Your support is fully appreciated. I completely and equivocally deny these allegations. I'm certain the truth will prevail." Well, I don't know, sir. You continue. This is like your second or third incident, my guy. This is like your second or third incident. So I don't really know what or when. You're always saying that it's not you, but again, this is like your second or third time. It's we didn't give Diddy 3 times. First time, oh, he guilty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to pick and choose. If this was Stephen A. Smith, all y'all would be saying guilty, guilty, guilty. Because y'all waiting for Stephen A. Smith to go down. So all Stephen A. Smith get is one time. This is like the third time for Marcellus Wiley. And I still see some people like BSO, shout out to Robert Latto. But Robert Latto is still trying to give, look, anytime they're smiling in their what you call it, so no, I don't never trust people who do that. I don't never trust people who do that. You saw Michael Jackson during his what you call it? That's how everybody should look. That's innocent. That's how everybody should look. That's innocent. Because you should be so distraught that you just got a photo mug. There should be no smiling or nothing. You show you smiling to me, you think it's a joke. Really, you think it's a joke if you're smiling during your mugshot. That's nothing to smile about. You're famous. Your kids got to go to school. Your kids have to go outside. Yo, you seen your daddy in a mugshot? Yo, your daddy a criminal. And you sitting there smiling like it's funny. I never trust anybody who smiles during their mugshot. This is humiliating. This is embarrassing. What are you smiling about, sir? I never trust anybody who feels as though they have no remorse. Former NFL star allegedly got physical with his wife, Anne-Marie, before his domestic violence arrest over the July 4th weekend. She told cops he poked her in the cheek and threatened to kill her. According to the docs obtained, Marcellus and Anne-Marie were inside a hotel room in Orlando, Florida on Saturday afternoon when things went airy and the former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills star called police to report a battery. When officers arrived at the Royal Marriott, they say Anne-Marie told them she wanted her husband removed from their room because she was afraid of him after he threatened to take her life. The docs say their 3 children were also in the room alongside with other kids, all of whom were at a hotel to attend a basketball tournament. Cops say Anne-Marie also told them the previous morning Marcellus put his hands on her while she was sitting on the bed. Standing over her, Marcellus used one finger to sternly and intentionally poked her in the cheek in front of their 7-year-old daughter. The docs state Anne-Marie went on to say she's planning on divorcing Wiley, claiming he's had an unreported history of violence towards her in the past. As for Wiley, he told the police that he and his wife did not have a physical altercation in the hotel, and there was no violence between them, stating he never laid a hand on his wife and only were taking care of their children. Cops say Wiley showed them text messages between them exchanging cordial messages. However, based on Anne-Marie's written statement, police found probable cause to arrest Wiley for domestic violence battery. As you may know, Anne-Marie appeared as full-time cast member on season 13 of Real Housewives of Black Holes. But after the season concluded, the show's producers gave her the axe, saying she wasn't a good fit. Okay. So Marcellus Wiley, if you look back, this is like the second or third or maybe fourth incident he's had. He got accused of SA on a college dorm with a girl who I believe at the time was underage. And of course, you know, he said that wasn't true. And I believe they went to court on that, and he was found not guilty, or the charges were dropped, or something along those lines. All right. So, but the point is, a girl made a statement talking about how he groomed her and stuff like that. But the charges were dropped. So can't really say anything if the charges were dropped, right? Let's see. Here's the girl. She looks a little bit Young Miami there. Wow. So that's what's going on with him. We're going to waste it now. I go back, right? Now, 3 hours ago, look at this now. 3 hours ago, she's now added on. The wife of Marcellus Wiley says he raped her as she filed for restraining order and divorce. Now he raped her. Real Housewife of Beverly Hills alum Anne-Marie Wiley has slapped her husband Marcellus Wiley with a divorce and request for restraining order after his recent arrest for domestic violence. According to the court docs obtained by TMZ, Anne-Marie's asking the court to order restraining her to stay 100 yards away. But his arrested, let's see. In her declaration, Anne-Marie claimed Marcellus has subjected her to a continuing and escalating pattern of physical violence, SA, verbal and emotional abuse, financial control, and intimidation. She continued, because of the trauma associated with many of these events, there are gaps in my memory as I have blocked out so much of Marcellus has done to me. She claimed, she got a strong face. She claimed Marcellus raped her in 2012 while he was intoxicated and tried to sleep with two of her friends. The same year, she said in 2014, he punched her in the face and gave her a black eye. Got any pictures, sis? She said when she was 9 months pregnant in 2019, he threw a bottle of Coca-Cola at her head. Oh, sis, did he hit you? Anne-Marie claims she has also struck her in the face with his shoes in August 2025. In January 2026, she claimed he dragged her out of bed, berated her, and hit her on the head. He then raped her, telling me that I was his property and that I had to do what he said. I don't know about that. That sounds like cap. She said he raped her a second time the same day. Anne-Marie said he raped her another time 2 days later. You're his wife, and he... Never mind. She claims he borrowed $100K from her and hasn't paid her back. Well, he's the football player, isn't he? Why is he buying $100K from her? While also running up her credit card bill of $100K. And that's your fault, sis. She said she feared for her life and desperately needed a restraining order. Anne-Marie also filed for divorce, seeking custody of 3 kids. She listed the date of marriage as of February 2024 and the date of separation as to be determined. She's also asking for spousal support. I don't know about all that, sis. I don't know about all that. Thank you, Reese. Reed says something about her story don't feel right. Yeah, that strong face don't feel right either. But who am I to judge? Again, the only reason why I'm not so quick to not believe her is because of Marcellus Wiley's issues in the past. This is the second or third time that Marcellus Wiley has had some sort of legal issues. Let me see. List all of Marcellus Wiley's legal issues. Because, this is not the first time. And I know a lot of times women see that their husband, you didn't leave your husband when he got into that, when they was accusing him of SA a few years ago. You didn't try to leave him at all then. Let me see. So, so it's really only been two. Civil lawsuits alleging SA, ongoing files starting 2023. 2023, first lawsuit filed by a woman alleging that Wiley raped her in a Columbus dorm room in November 1994 after inviting her to a study. March 2025, a second lawsuit by another woman alleging rape in Wiley's dorm room in late October 1994. In April 2026, 4 additional women came forward in expanded court filings, bringing the total to at least 7 accusers mentioned across reports. These include allegations from his Columbia era and at least one involving a former ESPN production assistant alleging in a hotel room. One plaintiff moved to convert her case into a class action against Wiley and Columbia University with suggestions of potentially more victims. Some claims reference alleged university mishandling and pattern of complaints. There are civil matters, not criminal matters. Wiley denies all the claims. And then, of course, there was this domestic battery. Arrested without, initially held without bond, released on a $1,000 bond, pointed to a public defender. So this ain't his first rodeo. All right? This ain't his first rodeo. This dude has been in trouble before. So that's why it's a little bit hard to give him the benefit of the doubt. I can see if it was his first time. You know what I'm saying? I can see if it was his first case, but nah, bruh. Let's move on. Let's move on to Nicki Minaj. No, Cardi B and Latto. So Cardi B and Latto were both at the Essence Festival. All right? Cardi B and Latto were both at the Essence Festival. Come on. People wanted to see how that was going to go because you know that they were cool, and then they were cool. Cardi B, Latto. Latto tried to be sure to continue the sub even at SFS last night. Cardi said, okay, watch this. Latto tried to be shady. Let me see something here. Cardi B reveals she don't F with Latto. Can't say your name in my songs. I might not F with you tomorrow. All right, so here's the first one. As Cardi removed Latto's name in the Every Time song. Okay? Remove Latto's name in the Every Time song.
In this motherfucker, bad yellow bitch look like Barty in this motherfucker. Bad brown bitch look like Harry in this motherfucker. In this motherfucker, bad yellow bitch look like Barty in this motherfucker.
All right, so it's you. The line was bad yellow B look like Latto, and this mom up, and now she took Latto's name out and said bad yellow B look like Barty. And this one other, and she said bad brown B look like Henny, which is her sister. And this motherfucker. So she removed Latto's name, right? So then Latto also performed. They're saying that she's trying to be I can't understand nothing Latto's saying. I don't know whether it's what is going on. Latto, why aren't you clearer than that, sis? I don't understand nothing Latto talking about. Hold on a minute. Like, sis, there's nothing better than that. Come on now. Latto pitched those subtle shade during SFS, prompting comparisons online after Cardi responded with many believed was a message of her own. What'd she say here? I'm sorry. I don't know how they could say this is shade because I can't even really say what she's saying. Dude. Chrome Heart diaper back for the first time. I can't really hear. So the bottom line is, now here go Kerry Hilson explain. Everybody want to explain after they put tweets out there. Y'all just need to just stand on what you say. So she said, B said, what, let's clock it. Really got a Hermes store in my closet. Talk about buying Big Mama a bag like that, but like mine ain't already bought it. Like my N ain't coming off racks. Big bank over here, big facts. Wish a B would get in that booth. I'm calling up Black Boy Max. I don't know what she means by that line, but Yeah. Anyway, Big Lotto. That's Big Notto. That's Big Nada instead of Big Lotto. Number one, you're not clear enough, shorty. You know, you need to be, that stuff need to be coming out clear. We heard what Cardi, maybe that's why Cardi was screaming, but we can hear what Cardi B was saying. Like, you're trying to do a diss record or throw back with shade, and we can't even understand nothing you're saying. We got to put the lyrics in front of us. At least Cardi was screaming, like, at least we can understand what she's saying, even though she's screaming. Right. I heard the album project. Now I seen it when you know, I heard it. I heard the album, but the thing is this. You can understand none of you saying it, and I had to go and find the lyrics to match the lyrics to what she was saying. Like, come on, sis, like you gotta. But that's just letting everybody know there's still smoke. There's still smoke. So Cardi B has now said, forget forget about the apology. Oh, forget it. I was trying to apologize, but you want to be funny, ho, so forget the apology. And hold on. And I'm cool with that because Cardi B did try to apologize. But again, like I've always said from the beginning, I was there, have front row seats. Didn't sound much better in person. Damn, Mike. So, Mike, you was there, right? And you gonna tell me in person it didn't sound no better? Come on, Mike. Don't tell us something that will give us. I'm glad you was there, Mike. Tell us something that will give Latto, Big Latto, give Big Mama the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead, Mike. The floor is yours. Kenji said, I still agree with Cardi's point of view. She thinks she's going to have the same impact as Cardi. No Latto, hang it up. Damn. So Mike said the essence sound was terrible. And this is what I don't get, man. Black people, the black events, y'all don't help us out at all. Like BT and the Essence Festival, you got all these people there, right, performing. You got what is considered as A-list artists. Like Cardi B, she may not be an A+, but Cardi B is an A-list celebrity. You're gonna tell me that she just headlined a tour? You're gonna tell me that you can't have the sound right? Like, at least make the festival where you can hear everybody. Like, that's terrible. Mike said the only thing I could think of is she was trying to have a pretty and petty moment, but it didn't land well because everyone is on Cardi's side. No, but I'll tell you this, Mike, if I could hear her, I would give her props. Latto can rap. I mean, let's not act like Latto is a bum. Like, Latto's no bum, right? But if you're going out there and you know Cardi B's out there, right? And even though she's screaming, at least people know what she's saying. You know, you got to go out there and your comeback, you got to be able to hear what you're saying, at least, sis. We got to be able to hear your shade. Because this thing that you just did, I had to put the words in front of me. And I haven't played that album since the day it came out. So it's not like I know the, you know, I played Cardi B's album mad times, so I know her songs by heart. people left early for Brandy and Monica too because they couldn't hear them. Wow. That's why Cardi was screaming, because she didn't think people. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You got Brandy and Monica, two legends. Well, we throw that word legend around to it. Brandy's a legend. I'm sorry. Monica is not a legend. Y'all be trying, I'm not saying y'all specifically, but black people be trying to throw the word legend around to it. Monica is not a legend. If Monica's a legend, Maya's a legend. Brandy is a legend. Monica's not a legend. I'm sorry. Everybody can't be legends. We got to come up with another name, right? We got to come up, and I'm going to create a name that we can give to, OG, like Monica. She's not a legend. She's a former star. I mean, I can't even say former star because he's still a star, right? But yeah, icon, like there's only a couple of icons. I don't never use icon like that. There's only a couple. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Beyonce is coming up on that, right? By the time she retires, I think she would. She's a legend for sure. But the only icons right now to me is Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Madonna, and I'm going to say Prince. Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Madonna, and Prince. Is Whitney Houston an icon? Is Diana Ross an icon? I think Whitney Houston is a legend. I think Tina Turner is a legend. Diana Ross is a legend. Beyonce right now is a legend. I don't know if they're icons. I don't know. Janet's a legend. Mariah's a legend. We know that, us that know that Elvis stole his music, but it is what it is. But by the time they really figured that out, he was already an icon. You know what I'm saying? Marilyn Monroe, even though she's not a singer, Marilyn Monroe was an icon. And yeah, we know that us that know the history of music, we know that Elvis stole black people's music. But we also know that Thanksgiving was really a murder. But we still sit down and celebrate and eat turkey, don't we? Even though we know that Thanksgiving was really a massacre. But we still sit down, eat turkey, laugh, giggle, celebrate, watch football, watch the Thanksgiving parade, eat sweet potato pie. Drake is definitely a legend. Drake is a legend. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's a legend right now. You know, if Drake never made another record, he's still a legend. He don't really got to make no more records. Because for somebody, whether people want to consider him hip hop like me, I'm never gonna be that guy that's like, oh, Drake's not hip hop. I always hated when people said that. Oh, he's not hip hop, he's a pop star. Like, that's like I hate when people say that. He's a rapper. The guy came out as a rapper. He's a rapper. It's just like Lauryn Hill is a rapper. Yeah, she may have made some songs that was R&B or the crossover to pop, but Drake's first record that he put out was a rap record. He's a rapper. For a rapper to have came out in 2010 and he didn't really go more than 2 years without putting out an album. And for what, 15 straight years? He had music every single year and had an album on the chart. I think he broke the record for having an album charting for several years in a row, like some crazy amount of time. When we're used to people taking years off, like, oh, okay, my thing is straight. I'm going to take 2-3 years off. Drake never really did that until this fake hate with Kendrick. And while I will never take him over Jay-Z, that whole Kendrick stuff to me was just, people was just tired of Drake winning and they wanted to knock him down a peg. Now that he's got knocked down a peg, now all of a sudden they're back on Drake. But I always thought it was stupid. It's like, why did he need to be, he needed to be humbled. Why? I hate when people say, who are you to decide that somebody needs to be humbled? They say about Beyonce all the time, oh, she needs to be humbled. Why does she need to be humbled? Oh, Drake needs to be knocked down a peg. Why? The dude was out there putting in work every single year, carried hip-hop on his back for many years, put mad people on, gave mad people hits. And while the whole ghostwriter thing is not really a ghostwriter, while the whole collaboration thing will always affect him when it comes to the best, I still, because of everything else, it's hard to keep him out of your top 10. A lot of people will use the ghostwriting thing to say, well, he can't be one. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that, unless everybody was proven to have had a writer. And that did not happen. People can talk about it like, oh yeah, well, you would have no idea. Everybody's like, okay, well, everybody's got to be proven to have a writer. You know what I'm saying? He was a writer. He didn't have a ghostwriter. A ghostwriter is somebody that you don't know about. He put the guy's name on the credits. He had a collaborator. Okay. He had a collaborator. That's not a ghostwriter. I hate when people say that. Ghostwriters, you don't know who they are. But where Drake kind of makes up for it is that he was writing for people too. So it's not like he can't write. See, Kanye West, he has people writing for him now, and he ain't writing for nobody. It's not like Kanye is out writing for other people. Kanye West pretty much went out and got younger dudes because he's trying to have his music appeal to a younger audience. Drake was just too damn busy. That's what I think. I think that it was more of, you know what? I got all these different sounds and I want to come with something a little different. So I'm going to get with somebody who hears music a little bit different. Would you be down for YMCMB going stadium tour? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would go to that. Ray, I would go to that. I mean, I've seen them all live anyway, but I would definitely go to a Y. I've been calling for that for like the last 2-3 years. I thought that those three should have went on tour together. I thought it was going to happen. They went on they did like a little mini thing back when they had Seeing Green out. It was like a little mini YMCA, but I wanted a real tour. They did like 4 or 5 shows, but I wanted like a real YMCMB tour, even with Tyga. You know, people joke and Tyga, but I've seen Tyga live. Tyga is a very good performer. Tyga's a very good performer. Now, I didn't know a lot of his songs, but Tyga's a very good performer. So I would definitely like to see a YMCMB, Tyga, Nicki, Wayne, Drake. Like, I don't really care too much about J Mills and Mac Main and Lil Twist, and I don't really care about them dudes too much. But you can come out with Tyga, Nicki, Wayne, Drake headline, and then you bring them in for certain songs, like the songs that Drake and Wayne are on Nicki's album. You can bring them to sing that. And then on the Wayne album, if he has any Nicki and Drake songs, you can have them come out and say that. And then on Drake's song, he got "Tell Me What's Really Going On." Should the up and go get one that happening. All I'm gonna see is I'm back again. I'm on my like a scratch and win. That was my shit. That was my shit. But it's like I hit the lotto twice. Yeah, I would definitely like that. I've been looking for that anyway. That's well past due. And I thought we was gonna get it around Seeing Green. I really thought we was gonna get it. Especially when they did the show in Toronto, and I was like, okay, they're gonna announce an album, little EP, maybe 6 songs, new songs, and then a tour. Oh, that would have been so nasty. Let's take a look and see does Latto sound better here. Well, Mike already told us that sound from the great. You know what? Listen, Big Mama. She do look like Big Mama nowadays, but she's still cute. She's still thick just for no goddamn reason. But I don't know. I just can't get into it. I try. I really try. I try to give all these girls chances. Right? I try to give all these girls chances. And while Latto can rap, she can rap her ass off. We've all watched Latto grow up. She's been able to rap and write ever since she was 10, 11 years old. It just don't do it. It don't do it for me. It don't do it for me. Now, Megan, that's a totally different story. That's a totally different story. Live, Megan Thee Stallion, she's the one. Live, she's the one. She kept saying, "Get in the booth, bitch," a lot during one of her songs too. So it's hard to tell if she's being shady or just performing a fan favorite. Nah, she was being shady. Just like her pussy, you know, she was being shady. But I'll go see Megan Thee Stallion live anywhere. That girl can put on a show. And while I won't play the records when I get home, like her concert don't make me like go home and be like, oh yeah, I'm a, you know, like when I went to a Cardi B concert, even when I went to see Nicki Minaj live, like because like the crowd was singing all the songs, whatever, you go home and you be amped, like, okay, yo, I'm gonna put on the such album. I forgot how many hits that Roman Reloaded had on it, so I'm gonna go home and play that album. Like when I went to a Cardi concert, you come home, you get hyped, and you come home and you play the songs. I did that with Megan Thee Stallion. I'm hyped during the performance, but it don't make me go home and want to play her records because I just don't like her records like that. But her live performance, shit, that girl, one thing that girl can do is perform. She can perform. And it's like, other people, they come out and perform for an hour and a half, they tired. You see them finding ways to catch breath. You see them trying, let the crowd sing for a while so they catch a breath, or say, you heard Cardi, I'm tired, bitch. Megan Thee Stallion, the way she comes out on stage from minute 1 to minute 90, she leave that stage looking and sounding the same way as from song 1. Her stamina is crazy. Her stamina is crazy. She's got a lot of performing endurance. That's what I like about her. Glorilla is also very good. And Glorilla hasn't been performing as long as Megan. But I was impressed when I seen Glorilla twice live. I was impressed by Glorilla. She's got good stage presence, especially with somebody who hasn't been rapping that long. She has good stage presence. I'm a hater. Oh my God. I'm giving all this props. Let me just think. I'm giving all this props and you say I'm a hater. Let me find this link. Lord have mercy. How is that hating? Wow. Hold on, let me find this link. Hating? Didn't I just sit here and say I give all these females a chance? Hold on a minute. Go ahead, Kenji. I know. Yeah, I'm saying, Mike, did I not say? I said I give all these females a chance. And I give, let me see what she got to say. I dropped the link for you. How is that hating? I'm interested to hear how I'm a hater. When I just said I give all these females a chance. I do. I like them, like I give females a chance. And I even give them extra chance. Like if I listen to you and everybody that's been following me know, everybody's like, oh, Heb, you need to give Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody was even before, long before I even said anything to Megan Thee Stallion. Thank you, Mike. That's what I'm saying. I'm an old head. They not targeting me. Right, but Megan the best rapper, she could battle. But when did I say she wasn't a good rapper? That's what I'm saying. You're saying Megan the best rapper and she can battle. I never said Megan couldn't battle. What are you talking about? When did I say Megan? I didn't even say she wasn't the best rapper. I don't think she is. I'm just saying I never said that. I didn't say she wasn't the best rapper. And I didn't say she couldn't battle. So what are you talking about? You getting on me for no reason. I just said I don't like her records. She don't make records for me. You know what I'm saying? She don't make records for me. As Mike said, I'm not her audience. Is Kenji on? Wait. Add to stage. Is she up there? Kenji. Wait. Come on, let's go. You on stage. Talk. Let's go, Gad. Let me wait for her mic. I added you to the stage. So the stage is yours. There she go.
Hello.
I hear
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Well, welcome. What's up? so let's just set this up first. And we're gonna see how this goes because we're gonna be doing me and you gonna be doing a pod soon. But
okay.
So we're gonna see how you bounce off of me. Pause. Now, why did you say? Let's just get this out of the way first. Why did you say I'm a hater?
Because you are a hater. I feel like every time you talk about Megan, you always want to talk about what you don't like about her. But we've seen her do things that we haven't seen any of the other girls do. And I feel like that should outweigh everything else.
Okay. You said this, and now I'm gonna get you real quick. You said I always talk about what I don't like about Megan. When I just brought Megan up, what did I say? How did I bring up?
You
did
said
I not say, hold on. Did I not say she is the best performer? She's an amazing performer. She has amazing endurance. She has amazing stamina. I just said what I've always said about Megan, and this is just nothing new. When I used to do lives, right, before I even listened to Megan, this before I even knew what a Megan Thee Stallion was, right? People would say, hey, you should listen to Megan. You should listen to Megan Thee Stallion, man. And I'm like, okay, who is this Megan Thee Stallion? So, all right, so I'm going to check her out, right? So I checked out the Tina Snow joint, right? They were like, oh, listen to Tina Snow. All right. I listened to Tina Snow. And I immediately said, okay, she can rap. She can rap. I always say her freestyles, to me, is what's my favorite thing of Megan. You are a woman, a very attractive woman too, I might add. You are a woman. So Megan is making content for you. Megan's songs are not aimed, number one, for male demographic, and number two, from an older male demographic. Like them songs she don't make songs for me. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's why I'm not into her music. I didn't say the girl can rap. The girl can rap her ass off. She's a great freestyler. She's a great rapper. And she's an amazing performer. But I'm just not into her records. That's not being a hater. That's just being truthful. She don't make records for me, does she? Like, cut me some slack here.
No, but my point that I was actually saying is she has put freestyles on her albums, and you've always said you don't like any Megan Thee Stallion albums. I don't like none of them, but she puts these freestyles on her album. Plan B was a freestyle. Southside Forever was a freestyle. So how can you say you won't play any of her music when you say yourself that you love her freestyles and you'll play a freestyle any day when she puts that on her albums? You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, and I have a comeback for that too. Number one, if you listen, and I know you do, and people are listening, I always said I did like, and I said I played it numerous times. I did like not the last one album before Cobra.
Traumazine.
I did like Traumazine. You want to know why? Because she had different subject matters on that album that I could relate to. The anxiety record, that she had different subject matters. The Cobra record, right? Cobra wasn't on Traumazine, but I liked Cobra. That record I liked. But all of those other records, most of the, even Plan B, that's not really a record for me. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why women like that record. But Plan B is not a record that I'm like, nah, that's not a record for me. But
have you ever heard I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you ever heard Southside Forever freestyle? Have you ever heard the Running Up freestyle? Because in their notes freestyle, she just talking her, But okay, so you like Cobra. I like Cobra as well, and I love Traumazine. I feel like that was her best album. Tina Snow was her best mixtape to me, and I think that's something that people who enjoy Megan Thee Stallion, that's something that we want to actually hear from her. We don't want to hear all this lover girl stuff. Like, I think we want her to dig deeper and explore. No, I'm not hating. But I'm saying if this was the type of critique you had, I could understand it. But you just say she doesn't make music for me. But there's times when you just said yourself that you like the music that she made. So I don't understand why every time you bring up Megan, you gotta say, but I'm not gonna listen to none of those songs in the car. I don't want to hear it. It's not for me. You don't think that's coming off as hating?
Okay, so no, if you I don't listen. That's not what I call hating. Like, if that's what you call hating, what I call hating is, oh, I don't care. That bitch can't rap. Like, to me, that's hating. like like if you don't like. If so, like that's like somebody that don't like LeBron saying, "Oh, he ain't that good." That's hating to me. So just because you don't like somebody, you say, "Oh, they ain't all that good." You know what I'm saying? No matter how much I don't like a person, like perfect example, I don't like Kendrick Lamar. Like I've made that perfectly clear on numerous occasions. I don't like Kendrick Lamar. But he can rap. I mean, he could definitely rap. But he's another dude. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar out. Like I don't know whether it's that I can't get into that damn voice. Like to me, that reminds me of a chick. Like I'm used to chicks changing their voice, and like I can't get into that as listening to another dude do that. I mean, so I've never been into Kendrick, but he can definitely rap. I mean, and yeah, there's been a couple of songs, you know what I mean, like that Kendrick had that I like. Like I liked "We Gonna Be All Right." You know what I mean? I liked a couple of other joints, but then these songs where he changing the voice back, that's like not like us. I hated that record. You know what I mean? I hated that record, and everybody loved Not Like Us. I hated Not Like Us. But I did like the Euphoria record. I didn't really like much else, because he puts me to sleep. Like if I'm ever listening to an album and you put me to sleep, you're on my shit list immediately. Like and that
So you don't like J. Cole?
I like J. Cole.
What? He makes some sleeper albums.
No. I've always liked J. Cole. Number one, I like his J. Cole reminds me of an older school rapper. Like you have to remember, I'm old. I'm an older school. I'm more of a '90s, early 2000s, right? So J. Cole always gave me that feel. Now, this last album he put out, I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. This last album was named perfectly. The Fall Off was the perfect name for that album because he definitely did fall off. And I never would have thought I'd fall asleep on a J. Cole album. I fell asleep on that album. I fell asleep, and I'll be totally honest. The only 3 albums that I fell asleep on in the last 10 years. I fell asleep on J. Cole. I fell asleep on Pink Friday 2. And I fell asleep on that Big Steppers, whatever the hell Kendrick's album was called.
Oh yeah, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Oh, that was boring. Now, the albums that my last 5 been, I know this is totally off the subject, but I'll say in the last 10 years, the albums I played the most. Queen, Cardi's last album. I played Cardi's last album way more than I played Invasion of Privacy. Drake's Scorpion album was crazy. The Drake Scorpion album, the Queen, Cardi's last joint, and then it was a couple of old school albums that y'all don't understand. That was the Ghostface, who just put out an album a couple of years ago, and then the 2 albums ago, the Nas, I think it was King Disease 2 or King Disease 3. Those albums. Now I loved, back to Megan, before we end, she called me a hater. I did love Traumazine. I think Traumazine was an underrated album. I didn't think it got the love that it should have gotten. And that's because of hating ass social media. Like social media really controls the algorithm now, which I can't stand. And I think because they were
Well,
hating
that
on,
album also got leaked.
yeah, it always seems that these girls' albums be getting leaked. Traumazine got leaked. Traumazine was a good album. It was a good album, and her
Mm-hmm.
performances on the songs is amazing. I think Megan, again, when I saw her last time, I went to see her when she did the Essence Fest a couple years ago. And I'm watching her and I'm like, this is too easy for this girl now. Like it got to the point where rapping just seems like it's just too easy for her now. Because the her performing, her choreographing, the crowd participation, like she's got all stamina, all that shit. Like it seems like now that like rapping just too easy for her. But I'm definitely not a Megan hater. I just don't think her music is for me. So you're right. You know, we can work on something. Like we're gonna I'm gonna talk to you about that other channel I plan on doing. But that's it. I'm not no hater,
Okay.
but I take what you say into consideration. You lucky you fine, because I would cut your ass off.
You gonna cut me off?
I said you lucky you fine, because I would have cut your ass off by now.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know y'all felt like that.
No, I'm talking about in this conversation. Not
Okay,
cut
let
you
me
off.
ask you some questions.
Okay, here we go.
So, no, seriously, I wanted to ask you. So, you talked about, I seen your Queen review.
Yeah.
Um, and you actually enjoyed that album, but I feel like
Yeah.
during that time, that's when Nicki was having the whole situation with Meek Mill. So she didn't really give us much, like when it came to what happened and her being insightful about any of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like when Traumazine was the first time in a long time that we got a female rap album where someone actually tried to like break the facade of just I'm a bad bitch and I just use niggas, you know what I'm saying? Someone
Mm-hmm.
actually broke that and was able to say that no, I'm a person with real feelings. So I feel like that's what Kendrick Lamar was doing with Miss Morale and the Big Steppers, which is why, in my opinion, that album was a great album. It took me some time to listen to it, but once I got to it, I enjoyed it. So my question to you is, do with the fans that Megan have and they're not actually enjoying the new music that she's been putting out, because there seems to be a disconnect there. Do
Uh-huh.
you think it's because they are looking for something like a Miss Morale where she like digs even deeper in there and give us like a trauma zine on steroids?
With Megan's fan base is one of the weirdest fan bases I've ever seen, because when she put out Traumazine, I thought that was going to be the one. When she put Traumazine out, I was like, okay, this is going to do 150, 200K, like when she put out Traumazine. So once she put that out and it didn't do what I thought it should have did, I don't know, man. I just said, I really don't. And she has said this herself multiple times online. I don't know what y'all want, right? And I think that I've seen Cardi do that too. But she said, look, y'all got to tell me what y'all want. One time she was very frustrated. I could tell when she was online, and she said, fine, y'all got to tell me what y'all want, because right? This is what, and not just Megan's fans. This is what I have a problem with a lot of these damn fans. Chloe fans do it. Megan fans do it. Couple other fans. They hear a song, right? Just like they did this with Plan B. It is with Plan B, right? They heard Plan B live. Oh, drop that now. Drop that now, right? Oh, drop it. That's all I see her fans saying. Oh, you got to drop that now. So Megan goes and drops Plan B. And it did nothing. And I'm going to say y'all, all of her fans were saying, yo, you got to drop that record. You got to drop that record. You got to drop that record now. She goes out and makes the song available for streaming and didn't really do anything. They did the same thing for there's one other record they did that for. Oh, drop that record. Then one of the things that pissed me off the most is when everybody was complaining about all the women rap sound the same. All of the songs sound the same, right? And good night, love you. Like all the records sound the same, right? And then her and Cardi B dropped bongos. Now, I like bongos. I don't care what nobody says. I loved bongos, right? Cardi B loved bongos. The song was different. It wasn't sounding like all the other female rap songs that was out. They dropped that song. It went to what, 15, 16, and then fell off the chart. I'm like, Cardi B was upset about that. She really, really liked that record. So it's hard to determine what these fans want because they say they want one thing. I was listening to Chloe's when one night before she put her album out, she was going through these songs and she was like, I want y'all to pick which songs you think should be on the album, right? Well, Ray said she loved Kendrick last album too, Kenji. But she said, I think y'all should pick. I'ma let y'all listen, and y'all pick what songs I should put. They said fans said, okay. Fans sat there and listened. Oh yeah, that song. What song was it? One of them love songs or whatever it's called. They said, oh, yo, you gotta drop that. You gotta drop that. She put that song out. That song went like double wood. Like didn't go nowhere on the chart. I'm like, y'all tell these artists they gotta drop this, they gotta drop that, they gotta drop this song, and then they drop them songs, and then they don't do nothing. Like on the chart. So I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that question, and neither does Megan, because that's the reason why she asked her fan base, well, what do y'all want? Like, y'all have to tell me what you want. When she put out what was it? My Babe. I hated that song. My man.
That Lover Girl song. I hated that song too.
Yeah, I didn't like that song. But I thought now his went one, but Cobra to me was a way better song. Cobra was a way better song than his to me. And I thought Cobra was going to, and Cobra had a nice video, right? You know, she was, if I'm not mistaken, she directed that video or helped direct it, the Cobra video. She had a lot of input into that video. And I'm like, damn, well, you know, it was a good record. But to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know what they want to hear. Do they want to hear her spill tea? Like, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. You know, like that's what a lot of these people want. Like a lot of these people, if you notice these songs that be moving and going up the chart, it's got some sort of controversy or something tied to it. Look at how now that people started hating on Carissa's song, look how much it's shooting up the charts now. That record's going to be in the top 10 next week. You know what I mean? Because of everybody hating on it, now it's going to just shoot up more. Everybody loves to tie controversy to something, or a battle, or drama, or tea. So I don't know whether they want Meg when she comes out. Do they want her saying what happened with her and Clay? Does she want her dissing Clay? Do they want her? I don't know. I don't really know what her fan base wants. As a Megan fan, what do you want to hear?
I'm glad you asked me that. So I personally, and to make it make sense, I have to share some personal stuff. When she dropped Traumazine, I was going through like a lot of those same emotions. So I felt a really good connection to that album because everything else she had dropped in between that and Tina Snow, I didn't care for it. It would just be like one or two songs that I liked, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't none of her albums or mixtapes between that made me go, yes, I'm a hottie. So it was really Traumazine, where I was like, okay, like she can really like r- explore her feelings in a way I feel like no one else in the female rap space is really doing.
Right.
And what I want from her, if did you hear Nas last album with DJ Premier?
Did I hear Nas's what album?
The last album he just dropped with DJ Premier.
Yes.
So he had this song on there. It was called, I think it was called Nasty Escobar. And it's when
Mm-hmm.
he's talking to his different personas.
Right.
I would like to hear something creatively like that from Megan. I think that would be
Mm-hmm.
dope because no one's done it. Um,
Right.
and I think she's capable of doing things like that. Um, and then I would like to hear her be more honest about what she wants because she clearly in her real life she wants love and to be loved. She wants a
Right.
family. So I feel like you're making music that you don't even believe in, and then like it'd be one thing if you weren't posting what your actual desires are, but you're
Right.
posting them. So we know when you put out this music, you don't actually feel that way. And the reason why I shared about me going through personal things that made me really connect with Traumazine is because if I connected with that album and it made me support you more, don't you think that means that in the way that you grew, I've also grown? So
Mm-hmm.
why can't you give me that and then the connection will be back there? Because I seen someone say a lot of the issues with Megan's music recently is that it's contradictory. Like we want to support you, but it's like
Right.
everything you're doing is contradicting, and it's like you're in a space that your fans aren't in, and you're like trying to force your way backwards into the party girl, but you just went through a lot of trauma and you learned so many lessons.
Right.
Why don't you share and like evaluate that, put that in your music and share that? Because how many, like how you were just talking about, um young women nowadays, like they're becoming millionaires and stuff, they're also learning these lessons, they're also
Mm-hmm.
out here dating and having these experiences. So
Right.
you could put so much of that into your music, these lessons. And like, I really think it's growth. Like, even Eve, towards the end of her albums, she has songs like Be Me and songs where she's just like talking about the lessons she's learned. And
Yeah.
she's like, I want to share this with my fans. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
want that from her. At least me, I want that from her. And one of the reasons I liked her is because she reminded me a lot of Eve. And she also said that Eve was one of her favorite rappers to listen
Yeah,
to.
she did. Yep.
So give us what we want, right? Because when she came in, she was like a breath of fresh air. because she's seen things differently. She had her own swag, like she had her own flow. And I love when she gets on those like laid back beats and she just raps. Like I also prefer her freestyling
Yeah.
than her actual songs because she's really talented. Um but yeah, that's what I want from her.
Yeah. I mean, and again, and thank you so much, Kenji. Um, I agree. I agree. Listen, I've always and that pretty much you pretty much was saying what I was saying. You calling me a hater, and you pretty much said the same thing I was saying. You just said it nicer. You just said it nicer. I also think that Megan has much more to give as a rapper. Like I think that she, I want to hear, to be honest with you, I want to hear Megan collab with more legends. Like, where's your legend collab? It was supposed to be a collab with Lil Kim. Something happened to that, and it never panned out. It's like you got your tip with Cardi B. You had the Hot Girl Summer joint with Nicki. With that song was really already done, and you just added Nicki on to it. But other than that, like, where's your record with Foxy Brown or Eve? Like Eve is your idol. Like Megan Thee Stallion, you have enough pull now where you can get you a record with, a legend or, one of your idols. I mean, like her collabs to me, other than the Cardi ones, I really have been disappointed in. Like, I didn't really like the Glorilla record. I love both her collabs with Cardi B. I'm hoping they give another one. When they give another, I love bongos more than I love WAP. I was never really a WAP guy. Like, I like the video way more than I like the song. Like, I watched WAP over and over and over just because they look so damn good in the video. I mean, so that's really why I watch. I've never really liked WAP like that. I love the bongos. And I think the same exact thing. I think Megan is well capable enough to give us some substance. I'm not in the midst of, I'm not on that hate. Now, this is the hating shit. If I would said this, you can say I'm a hater. This is the hating shit. When after she put Traumazine out and people were still saying, she is sounding the same old flow. Now you're lying. Because that album, she definitely changed her flow up a lot on that album. And people would still talk about she didn't change her flow. She's got the same old flow. And like having the same voice and same flow, two different things. She's got the same voice. Well, that's her rap voice, sis. Like, that's how she's going to sound. But you can't tell me that Anxiety and the couple of other songs on Traumazine, she switched up her flow. She switched her flow up in the song with Maroon 5. People still talk about, she got the same flow. No, she changed the flow like 3-4 different times in that record. She also switched her flow up on the Ariana Grande record with Doja Cat. And people still, she just got the same old flow. It's got the same, like, it becomes to a point where people just want to say that. She's got the same old flow. It's like, no, she doesn't. Like the majority of songs of when she, that she was putting out, yeah, you could say that. But then she started switching her shit up and people were still saying, she didn't change her flow. That's a lie. That's hate. That's hate. She did have the same flow on a lot of records. But recently, over the past couple of projects, she has switched her flow up, and people still say she doesn't. So she really can't win when it comes to that. Nicki Minaj was out at the White House. And again, I'm off the whole Nicki Minaj MAGA shit, but it's news. Everybody's reporting on it. Matter of fact, Young Miami Spin That reached #1 on U.S. Urban Radio. Congratulations to my girl, Carisha. No, none of y'all other people, don't be hopping on the bandwagon now. I've always said Carisha was that chick. I've always loved Carisha. I'm glad she didn't listen to everybody and give up like Sweetie did. Sweetie let people tell her she can't rap. She needs to give it up. And Sweetie's like, okay, I think I'll quit. Young Miami, they were saying the same thing to her. Oh, you're trash. You can't rap. She needs to give it up. She needs to open up her OnlyFans. And what did Young Miami do? Young Miami didn't care about what people said. She kept going until she finally got something that stuck. Now all y'all on dick. Now y'all on dick. All right? But I'm glad she didn't give up and listen to what everybody else had to say. All right? I'm glad. Let's see. Okay. Y'all, let me find this Nicki Minaj shit. She was at the White House with her favorite president, Donald Trump. Here she is. So she is definitely full MAGA Nicki. Doesn't look like she's backing up from that. She's staying.
Wait, these are so good. Wait, these are so good.
Nicki Minaj is a funny chick, boy. Let's see. Here she is. Now, again, I don't get into all that, oh, this is the real picture, because, listen, I don't care about none of that stuff. Whatever picture and video that I see on social media, that's what I'm going with. I can't stand when people be, well, oh, here's the picture without filter. Nigga, I don't care about none of that stuff, because I can't even tell what is real and what ain't. You know what I mean? Like, people got AI nowadays, and they be going and people that they don't like, they go and Twitter picture and say, oh, this is the real picture. And then you go online and that picture ain't even up there. You know what I mean? So whatever this is, what I'm seeing right here, that's what I'm going with. All right? And
wait, these are so good.
The thing is this. Nicki fans and Bob's are the same thing. They'll come on and be like, oh, one thing is Nicki look, duh. Well, one thing is, oh, Nicki looks amazing. Duh. Like, that's not, they try to say that like it's going to deflect from the fact that she fucks with Trump. Nicki Minaj has always been good looking. So that ain't going to change. That's not going to change. You know, people see, look at Ray. Nicki looks good in that dress. But this is not breaking news anymore. Nicki Minaj is bad. She's a pretty woman. So that's not going to change. You know what I mean? So But that also ain't gonna make us forget that she fucks with Donald Trump, who hates black people and doing all he can to diminish the value of black people. And she's not the only one. Kanye West is another one. But me, I'm able, just because I don't fuck with her on, with her personal decisions, that is not going to discourage me from, if Nicki Minaj put a hot song out, I'm gonna be like, now it's trash. I've never been on that. I separate the music from what they doing online or whatever. It's the same thing I do with R. Kelly. I'm not with all the stuff that R. Kelly did, but I'm still playing "Feeling on Your Booty" every week. Y'all ain't gonna stop me from playing it. Just because he is a douchebag and a weirdo, that ain't gonna stop me from playing "Feeling on Your Booty." Sorry. That's my joint. That's just like the Diddy joint. You're not gonna stop me from playing Diddy. You're not gonna stop me from playing "Make This Money, Take This Money. Ain't no way you can take this from me." That's my joint. I listen to that joint every week. My daughter knows that joint back and forth now. I mean, so her looks is the last thing. You don't even really need to discuss her looks anymore, because Nicki Minaj is beautiful. So that's not even really a discussion. And I think a lot of people try to, she's bad, but she's pretty. Okay. Yeah, we know that. At least I do. We know that. And like I said, man, I'm just going to go with this. Let me see if there's some other stuff. I'm just going to go with this. Here's some other stuff here. Tends to White House, Donald Trump called her hot. Let's see. Let me see that. Donald Trump called her hot. Nikki poses alongside former President Biden's auto pen White House portraits. Minaj was in Washington for a Rose Garden lunch with President Trump, speaking at the event and touting today's launch of Trump accounts for American children. So this is that thing that she spoke on before, when Trump is supposed to be making accounts for children. But with Donald Trump, whenever you get ready to give him credit, like, okay, that's dope, there's always some sort of okay. There's always some sort of spin to it. You got to put like a certain amount of money in the account, and they say it has to be used. Forgot what it was, but you have to put a certain amount of money into it, and it can only be used for college or something like that. If they don't go to college, I believe you lose it. Right? Whoa, White House Barbie with her favorite president. Well, here we go. And then there, as always, and now there she is for the first time with who I call her boyfriend, her new boyfriend. There she is with her new boyfriend's wife. Now, this is the broad that I made the video about, Caroline Brucevich, right? Now, it's funny. Last time I said to Alex Brucevich, why your wife ain't never with you whenever Nicki Minaj is around? Why don't you ever have your wife with you? Right? Now, I'm not saying he listened to me, but I'd be blowing up his text message. I'm not text message, but now all of a sudden, this is the first time we've seen his wife since their wedding. All the other times that Nicki Minaj was out with him, I didn't see Bruce events. Caroline Ureria. Now, let me tell you something about this broad. This chick is now newly realigned. Look at Alice trying to act like he ain't paying attention. Newly realigned MAGA. She was a huge Drake fan before. She loved Drake, French Montana. She used to follow Fat Joe. She used to follow all these rappers, right? And Vegas Raiders. Black, right? The moment she linked up with Alex, all of a sudden, she redid that Instagram. All them black ninjas came off that Instagram. Drake came off, French Montana came off, Fat Joe came off. She deleted all them black football players. I already put it up. I put up the receipts. So she is full MAGA now. Carolina Ureria. I'm waiting for that marriage to be over within 2 years. She's not going to stay with that cornball. He had the bag. He pretty much worshipped the ground she walks on. Coming out of her, she won the Miss Nevada, and she wasn't getting the opportunity that she thought she was going to get. Here he come, want to wife her up, and there you go. Run no ass so. Okay. So hot, he said. This is Trump.
It never happened before. We also have a woman that is so respected and so hot and so great and such a great friend of, I don't say conservative, I say of common sense. She's not conservative or liberal or, as they say now, progressive. Liberal became so tarnished, but now it's communist. You know, they say social democrats. No, social democrat is a communist. All right, just so you know. There's no so. If you look at the people that are running, it's crazy what they're doing. But we'll never let that happen to this country. It can't happen to the country. You can't. There's no appetite for it, especially since we've literally now. You're going to see numbers coming out over the next 6 months. I think that nobody will have ever seen before. But she's a fantastic person, and she's a woman that's respected by everybody, and she's got real talent. Nicki Minaj. Nicki, stand up, please. She's such a great person, respected by everybody. Today, 38%. It never happened before. We also have a woman that...
Yo, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. The numbers and her fans, they just love it, boy. Oh, Nicki got them white millionaires cheesing. Child. Yeah, so the Barbs love it. The Barbs love it. This is what y'all are getting. You know, you're gonna have to post this and repost this because you ain't getting no music no time soon. Right? You're not getting no music no time soon. So this is what you're going to deal with for right now, at least until after the midterms. But that was my prediction. These midterms, if the Republicans lose the midterms, my prediction was they're going to kick Nicki to the curb. if the Republicans end up winning the midterms, he'll continue to keep her there. Right? He'll continue to keep her there. The black face, the black face, the beauty black face woman. Right? What better person to replace Candace Owens with than a more influential and better looking black woman? if you can replace her with somebody that she's more influential than, right? Why not? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm not even gonna go through the comments. Like, the comments are pretty nasty, but of course you're also gonna have good comments from the Republicans and the MAGA people. Then you're gonna have the nasty comments from the people who no longer rock with us. So it really don't make no sense to go through the comments. We'll just keep an eye on that situation. Y'all can let me know down in the comments, people that's watching the replay. Do y'all agree with her look? I think she looks good. But to me, she's still a clown show. Anybody black, in my opinion, that capes for Trump. Now, voting for Trump, right? Voting for Trump as a celebrity, that don't really surprise me. There's a difference between voting from someone and caping. Like, you're up there, oh, he's the favorite president, oh, he's handsome, and like, come on, Nicki, stop. You know he's not handsome. Right? Favorite president, best president ever. Like, this dude has the world in shambles. He preaches hatred. He preaches division. And I just can't see how he could be the best president. We're in a war. Still in a war. Most of the world right now hates the guy. He's all about evil and diminishing the value of black people. Now, if she just quietly voted for Trump and we found out, yeah, I can see that, because she's a millionaire. And millionaires are going to vote for who's going to be best for their pockets. Right? But all this caping for Trump, like her and Kanye be doing, and some of these coons on Twitter, nah, I can't deal with that. Supporting him, that's one thing. Hey, I'm voting for Trump because he's gonna be better off for my pockets. I get it. But talking about him and then downing Obama, and that, like, you don't have to down the other presidents, right? You don't got to down the other presidents. If you support Trump, or if you like Trump for whatever reason, you don't have to shade Joe Biden. You don't got to shade Obama. You don't have to shade Gavin Newsom. You know what I mean? And that's what Trump does. Oh, he has to always throw some shade at Democrats. Like, for what? Just get up there and do your thing. When you talk about the numbers, bro, stop. Oh, some incredible numbers. I think you're going to be very surprised. You're going to be surprised when they come out. Never seen anything like this before. Bro, stop the cap. You're doing terrible last time I seen. The numbers ain't numbering. And right now, you're losing. You can tell everybody that you're winning all you want. Last numbers I've seen, you're losing, sir. Republicans are losing. And you better hope that you don't lose that midterm, because if you do, your ass is getting impeached. Right? That's why he's trying his best to keep them out of that White House. If they win the midterms, well, he won't get impeached. He'll stay right in that White House, and he's going to try to change the Constitution so he can run again for another 4 years. Oh, have mercy. But that's one of the reasons why I'm not in the States. Everybody knows he's the reason why I left the States. Even before the second term, I said he's going to win again. Everybody's like, nah, you really think so? He's going to win again. Because America is the most racist country there is. And they try to act like they're the home of the free and the land of the brave, or the land of the free and the home of the brave, and how they like unity. America does not like you. America loves division. And they love racism. They love it. They like for it to be, if it was up to most of America, they would go back to segregation, where the blacks had to be on one side and the whites to be on the other side, and the blacks use their own water fountain, whites use their own water fountain, blacks have their own bathroom, whites have their own bathroom. If it was up to them, that to them is making America great again. That has to be, because when has America been great? When has America been great? MAGA considers America great when white people was running everything. And when was that? Segregation. That's what they consider making America great again. Put the ninjas in the back in the background. Let the white ones run everything. Let the white ones be all the bosses. Let the white ones tell you where you can come and go. And the rich pretty much runs the world. And the poor stay poor. And there's no middle class anymore. That's what they consider making America great again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you want to support the channel, please make sure you do. It's $Heaven Hollywood. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. It's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Peace.